'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, just the COVID virus. Yep, I got COVID. Yay. So I'm not doing too good today. I've only been down with it about 2.5 days now. This is my 3rd day. And I am able to get up and hold a camera. I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of work today, unfortunately. But I'm hoping, it is indeed the day before Christmas. I am hoping tomorrow, on Christmas, to give myself a gift and actually get out here and do something. And so that's what I'm going to talk about today. It's going to be a very quickie virus. Yeah, it's going to be a quickie virus. It's going to be a quickie video. I'm just going to go through. I've got some new projects that showed up, and I still got a bunch of old projects we got to get to, especially the Corvette. I know a lot of you are enjoying the Corvette, and I moved on to something else just out of necessity. The winter has not been kind to my collection here. So, and I still have one more job that has to be done, and so, oh, my door's opening into my face here. Okay, we'll close that. What the heck? There, that's better. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do some quickie video on what projects we've got to look forward to. So y'all don't get bored going, what is he going to come up with next? Keep switching from car to car to car to car. That is not on purpose, I assure you. It is just life. Life happens, right? Cars break down, and I've got to keep my daily drivers going, and so that's what happens. Is I want to work on the Corvette, but you know, my daily drivers break down. My daughter's car breaks down. Things, when you don't drive brand new stuff happens. You know. So anyway, I'm going to go over a quick idea of what's going on and give you all a little bit of a preview, assuming that I survive the next 5 or 10 minutes explaining all this to you. Probably need to get back to bed here shortly. But I'm getting tired of sitting in the house. And it's a beautiful day out today. It's only like, I'm going to say it's in the 50s. And, I mean, I don't even have a coat on. I just have, you know, a sweatshirt. And I'm sweating. So, but I'm feeling pretty lousy. We're just going to go over real quick what the projects are for the future so y'all kind of know what to look forward to. Let's get started. I know y'all are real excited about this one. Another S10 Sonoma story. And my S10 videos don't do real well. Evidently there's so many of them out there, and there's probably 9 bazillion videos about S10s and Sonomas. So nobody's real excited about it, and I'm not either, to be honest with you. I just want to drive it, and it's been a good driver, but the fuel pump decided to go bad on it. So that's where we're going next. The very next project is going to be this, because the fuel pump, right? You probably can see a little bit. There's the gas tank. Now, everybody tells me, including all the videos on YouTube, that it's easier to take the bed off. Okay, I'm by myself. I'm a guy by myself. You know, moving a bed just doesn't seem like a good idea. And I could be wrong, and I'm going to do it the wrong way, because it just seems better. Because really, I've got one strap here. I got another strap here, and I don't know, something going on here. I don't know what that's all about. Looks like a bolt or something. So, 2 bolts. One up in there, and one over here. I'm seeing 2 bolts. Oh, and then of course you got to undo the spout from up top. But I don't get it. why they want to take a whole bed off. Ew, I probably need to change that. Oh, you can't see nothing, but anyway. I'm going to change the fuel filter too while I'm at it. That might be what this is. I've had this sitting in the shop going, what is this supposed to go to? I'm thinking that, that might be going to the Sonoma. Anyway, fortunately, we got the BMW all set. She don't need nothing, thank God. So we'll just, shh, don't say nothing. Now, this old girl has not been in the news for a while. She messed up again. Fuel infection came back. It must be terminal. It drove great for a while. I enjoyed it. And then all of a sudden she started messing up again. So, next project, not next because we're going to finish this one. But after we get this one done, well, at least get it running, we're going to go down to this one. And we've got some surprises on that one. May or may not include a nitrous bottle. So we are going to permanently fix the fuel infection on this car. So that'll be something to look forward to. I'm going to be simplifying this car. I'm going to unfuel infect it, and I am going to nitrous inject it. So there you go. There's a project that might be look good. Let me try this in English. Take two. That might be worth looking forward to. So keep in tune for that one. But first of all, we're going to finish the C3 as soon as I get this Sonoma out of the way. Just got to keep them running, folks. Unfortunately, that's life. And if you're anything like me, which I think most of you are, with the exception of I own way too many cars, and I bought another one, which we're going to leave that for the finale. Finally. It's all the same, right? Spelt the same, finale and finally. It's all the same. So, because I guess the finale is, it's finally over. Yeah, that's it. So anyway, nitrous. Oh, and this. Let's walk on over here. These are all the parts for the C3 just waiting to go in. I know my shop's a mess. But here we go. That is the topping for the frosting on the cake for the C3. That is the very next, once we get back on the C3, that is going to be going on the top of the C3. And, just to show you all that really enjoyed that tool video, I did this when y'all weren't looking. That is the reinforcement that I was telling you about. I'm going to go ahead and box that in. Now, all you great welders, go ahead and make fun of my welding, and I'm okay with that because I'm not a professional welder, but it works, and that's all that matters to me. But there you go. I went ahead and I boxed in that rail, and that should make this bigger, better, faster, stronger. And, oh yeah, there's the transmission over here for the C3. That also has to go in. So anyway, let's go outside. Oh, the gremlin is in the trailer. And I don't know if I'm going to go in the trailer and show you that. And yeah, we might as well. What the heck? Changed my mind. I'm not going in the trailer. But this, as you can see, nope, you can't see nothing. We're going to have to do a little digging. So we're going to unbury this slowly but surely. Always keep a good supply of fan belts around, because they when you need one, you don't have to guess on which size you need. We're just hanging on the Javelin's bumper for now. Oh, there's a lot of these things. Always keep some of these grungy pads around. I don't know why that one's there. Well, let's see. I should take better respect of that. That was my dad's. Okay, there we go. Milwaukee M-Fuel, it's empty. That had my ratchet in it, which will never go back in there again. Oh, well, I might need that, whatever. What is that? I don't know. Well, maybe need it later. So, that works. Oh, that's where those went. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. All right, stay right there. Okay. Yep, we're going to definitely use that. Nope. Oh, more fan belts. All right. Oh, there it is. It's buried. All right. Okay, I can see it now. Here we go. Yay. Okay. Pardon me. That's just to prove I'm sick. All right, here we go. Another Corvette engine. It's, as you can see, slightly disassembled. That is going in the Gremlin. Not all of this, because I'm not going to fuel infect it just like I did the Corvette. We're going to unfuel infect them both. I'm putting a stock intake on the Corvette with the nitrous bottle. The Gremlin is going to get an aftermarket intake with a bigger set of nitrous jets or nitrous solenoids. I'm only going to add about 100 to the Corvette because it's a daily driver. You know, it's something I want to be able to drive and be reliable. The Gremlin, however, is going to be a hot rod. And reliability is, you know, it's got to be there to a point, but it's a hot rod. So everything is, anytime you guys start adding power into something that wasn't designed for power, like that little tiny spicer or whatever rear end is in that Gremlin, it's probably going to go boom at some point. So, oops, never see that again. Anyhow, this engine, well, first we got to get it running and make sure it runs before I go doing that again. And then it's going to go in the Gremlin, and I'm going to stick a nitrous kit on this as well. And just for showing off reasons, oh, this is sitting here in the corner saying, hey, take a look at me. If you recognize that photo, it is of the Hemi that I was originally going to put in a 68 Barracuda, but I did some trading. And that trading would be for this, which you can't see any, you can only see a little bit of. This is my signature car, we shall say. And this car is the one that I dream of every day. But I can't touch it because I'm so busy doing everything else. Here we go. It is a 68 Javelin, and it is going to be a Mad Max car, which I have nicknamed Mad AMX, which just mixes up the letters Max, you know, a little bit. And that is going to be my pride and joy. She gets a blower, but it's going to be functional, unlike the one in the movie. And so that is unfortunately down the line a ways. I got to get all this other stuff up and running and usable before I can even start on this girl, because as you see, she's nowhere. She is just a shell sitting here with a flat tire. I have everything to put it together except for time. So, if enough of you all subscribe, then I can quit my job and just do YouTube, and then, you know, I'll have plenty of time. That's what they all say anyway. Probably not. Anyhow, so there's the projects. We got the truck, we got the C4, we got the C3, not necessarily in that order, and then of course this beauty, which I am so excited about starting on, and every time I think I'm going to start on it, something goes wrong. I have literally boxes and boxes of parts. Now most of these are from my Barracuda, which we haven't got to yet. But I'm not going to dig the Gremlin out because I feel like doo-doo. And so we're just gonna finish this up because I have something new to show you all. Some of you may get excited about this, and it's going to be my thumbnail, so no secret there. But I've got a new project that I'm going to take on with my daughter. So it's going to be a father-daughter project, and so y'all get to enjoy watching me work with my daughter, which is something that I really enjoy when she does get involved. And so anyway, keep it in the family, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and finish this video. Many of you know that we live on a farm, and every once in a while something weird happens on the farm, and I'll video it. Today I don't have a good story. We've got a little filly, which for those of you who are not farm people is a female horse, baby, young one, and she's sick. Not you, you're fine. And here she is. As you can tell, she's a little on the skinny side. And it's funny because just a few days ago she looked fat and plump. Come to find out, she had some parasites that were just eating all of her food. And so we had the vet down here, and he went ahead and he shot her up with some some medicines to get rid of the parasites, which they're obviously gone, but now she looks sickly. But she was sick to begin with. She was falling down, couldn't get back up. So we said, well, we better get the vet out here. And we've got some special foods for her. As you can see, it looks like mush. And we're just trying to nurse her back to health. So far, so good. And so hopefully, a nice Christmas present will be that she'll be getting better. Well, she's getting better. She's eating good. So anyway, that's another thing that delays the projects. But that's just all part of life, as I said. The superstar of it all right there walking. She's a trooper. She stays up late at night taking care of this pony, and she gives her all trying to nurse things back to health. So she not only got a sick pony, she got me to deal with, and I'm grumpy when I'm sick, so God bless her. I don't know what it is. It's like a disease. I just keep buying cars. And this is, well, I was talking about the project for my daughter and I, and this is it right here. And I was determined not to buy another car. But the deal I got on this thing was virtually nothing, so I couldn't say no. And it's something that I think my daughter will enjoy, so we've talked about it, and she's going to help me put this car together. And if she likes it, she's going to keep it, and if not, she's just going to flip it and make a couple of dollars. This is going to be her project. She's going to fund it. She's going to work on it. Now, of course, I'm going to help her, but this is basically her project. And so it is a 1999 Honda Accord. Not exactly my forte, but it's what the kids are driving. So, you know, we're going to broaden the channel a little bit. And, you know, try to be non-prejudiced, I guess would be the word. And just try to get a little bit of everything on the channel, you know what I mean? I don't know that I can get these doors open because it looks like the fender's on the... I'm gonna be in the way. Well, that door don't open anyway. I forgot that door's messed up. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is one thing we got to start with. This is the door, and it's separating. That's awesome. You know, start to open it, and look. I think somebody yanked pretty hard on it. So that's one thing we got to fix, but actually inside it's not bad. Of course, it's got, you know, wood holding the windows up. So that's one thing we got to work on. It's an automatic. And I think I can, if I can get that door open over there, we'll open it up. It's got a 3-liter. It's going to be a pretty stout little car when we get it done. I don't know if I get this door open or not. Come on, baby. Nope, it's going to hit the fender. So I guess y'all will have to wait till we feature this car to see, or until I get it off the trailer, one or the other, to, you know, to see what's under the hood and all those goodies. And the trunk is always a treat. I haven't opened the trunk yet on this thing. I have no keys. So first and foremost, we're gonna have to take all the locks out and put keys in it, so, and a battery, and see if it runs, and so it's gonna be a will it run deal. But anyway, that's our somewhere in the near future project. The other thing many of you may or may not know is I am the proud owner of all of this. And the thing about all of this is they are parts cars. And people come by on a fairly regular basis and they buy parts. In fact, I have a guy coming. Well, he's not coming, I gotta ship it, that wants this particular piece right here. Or one like it. It needs a heater box out of a Barracuda, which this poor old girl, it's got a duster fender on it, just to show you that A-bodies interchange. This is a 69 Barracuda, 340 car, and I put a duster fender on it to keep the fender off the ground. That's a 70 duster fender, and it'll bolt right up to the Barracuda. So just in case if you need anything for A-bodies, I got lots. Anyhow, this is how I earn money to support my habit. And the YouTube right now is non-profit organization. And but it does. I'm going to work on these cars anyway when I'm working on stuff. I don't YouTube when I'm working on these cars because I'm just taking stuff off. I'm not putting it back on, you know. And I'm not always gentle because I'm trying to get to a part. I try not to ruin anything, but if it's rusty, I'll just rip it off, you know. So not exactly. Well, it might be good YouTube footage, but some of these can be restored. Some can't. Some are just way too far gone. Like this old girl. This was a 340 1971 1972 Charger. It is a rally car. That is the wrong door. That is a 73 door. That's why a lot of people don't know the difference between a 73 and 4 and 1 and 2 are completely different. And if you look at this door, that it does fit, but as you'll see, it doesn't fit, right? Look at the difference here. Look at that. And that is the difference between a lot. They look exactly. Oops, somebody's shooting. Hopefully it ain't me. You know, that's the difference between them. They did make them more sleek-ish, I guess you would say, in the 73s and 4s. That was a Roadrunner. Pretty sad, right? I'm going to say that we probably sold a part or two off of that one. But that was a big block Roadrunner. So, yep, we're not afraid to cut nothing up around here. That one's fairly restorable. That's almost complete. There's a few pieces missing, as you can tell. Here's an Aspen. Well, that was an Aspen over there, too. And they're going to be donating some parts very shortly to this one, which is a customer's car, so, yeah, you can't buy that one. But that's getting us close to my... Why is that door open? Interesting. It should not be open. It's got a big open window, so what's the difference, right? I don't understand why that door's open. Very strange. Anyway, 71. That's a Blazer that just, you know, somebody dropped off and it's been here ever since, and he's doing nothing with it. I can't get him to sell it. In fact, I haven't heard from him probably well over a year. So I guess I'm going to probably inherit that over time. And that's a 71 Charger. That still has an engine and transmission, 318 car. But anyway, these are not projects. These are parts cars. So if you need parts, that's what these do. This was a 67. This was a pretty decent 67. It's a Satellite, not a Bel Air. It's a Satellite. It's got decent parts. This is a parts car for my Corvette. I bought this because it was cheaper than buying parts. So I bought this for parts. And I still have some. But this leads us to one of the projects that I do plan on getting to someday. This is a back burner car. You'll notice I mentioned a while ago, I mentioned the parts on the shelf for my Barracuda. This would be that car. Not a cream puff. Nope, not even close to a cream puff. She's got a bunch of parts inside that I've been collecting. We got seats and we got pardon me. We got seats in there, we got a steering column and a console and what have you. This was a stick shift car, which might need some new parts there. She was front drum, but I have disc brakes for it because I have a car down the other end that has brand new disc brakes on it, and they will interchange. So, but this is about the only 70s Barracuda that I could afford. And when I got it, it didn't have doors. It did have that hood, which is actually not in too bad a shape. But I'm not going to use the hood, so figure that. But this old girl is, she's rough. You know, she's rough. And the doors I got for her were given to me. And, yeah, they're not much better than the rest of the car, so it all works out. But it's got a good roof and halfway decent rocker panels. The frame's solid, and it does have an 8 3/4 rear end with nothing good in it. It's an open. It probably was a 318 3-speed car, would be my guess. I didn't run the numbers because I don't care. She's gonna get a 440, which I walked right by in the shop, It is completely mangled in the front, so I'm going to have to graft a new, not the frame rails, but everything else has got to come out, and I'm going to put in some new ones out of one of these cars. They actually probably down the end, but that one would work too, because the 71 and 2B bodies are identical. So we're going to steal some parts out of those. This is something else I need to do as soon as I'm feeling a little better, is I got to get all these trees cut up, because they're taking up a bunch of space in my yard, because we had a tree come down. We've got another one over here. Actually, all those got to come down too, all those little ones on my fence line, because they're destroying my fence. So I got to cut all that down. This is an apple tree that got uprooted in the last storm we had. It also took my gray water pipe with it, which, that's okay. But yep, that apple tree's got to get cut up, as well as these two very large oak trees. They have to go as well, because they have started to get what we call root rot, and the chickens have been digging them out. And it's only a matter of time before they fall on their own. And the last one that fell on my shop. So we don't want that to happen. So these two have to come down, and that's not going to be fun, mostly because the house is right there. Yay. While I was recording, of course you probably got wind noise now, I heard this snapping. This is electric, and evidently it came loose. Now I've shut the electric off, obviously. And so I've got to fix this now, which I'm doing one-handed so you can watch. I should have brought my tripod out here. But I'm just having to fix this. This is just what happens. This is life, folks. You know, I mean, if you want to watch a YouTube channel that just shows hot rods and not reality, then, you know, maybe this isn't the one for you. But if you want to, you know, a YouTube channel that's real, shows you the ins and the outs and the goods and the bads of general in life. If you own a farm, this stuff happens. You know, you could probably hear my wife when I was talking to the trees saying, she was yelling to me, and it was because I forgot to fix this while I was standing over here. I asked her to go shut the electric down, but then I started walking and talking and forgot all about it. So, but this is what happens. You know, one minute you're fine, the next minute you get COVID, and you know, your animals are fine. Next thing you know, you get an animal goes down, you can't figure out why, and find out that your fat animal is actually skinny, and you don't know why, and the vet has to figure that out for you. And you get a car that's running fine, all of a sudden you go to start it one cold morning and the fuel pump doesn't want to wake up. It works fine when it's warm out, but when it gets cold, the fuel pump quits working. So that's just life, and that's what this channel's all about. And I'm going to try to keep it real. And this is about hot rodding, right? And hot rodding isn't getting to work on your ride every single day. It'd be nice, but unfortunately life happens. Speaking of life happens, this fender was perfect. And then I drove my tractor through here with a bush hog and accidentally bumped, and I'm talking bumped that fender with the rear tire of my tractor. Needless to say, the tractor won, if you call that winning. So now that fender is scrap metal. It's so twisted and bent, and I don't think it's fixable. It'd be a good challenge to try it, but I can't believe like a 1 mile an hour tap with a tire. You can see where it hit right here. Unbelievable. And I was like, that was an expensive lawn manicure, and all it was bush hogging. And sad but true. So one less decent fender for dart sport in the world. Well, that's going to end the video. Probably the worst video I've ever made. Nothing like a froggy half with it person because my brain's a little foggy too. But hey, now you can see what it looks like somebody on COVID, right? Probably shouldn't be out at all. My wife just asked me if I wanted to go out, take the truck and go pick up some feed, and I'm like, did you forget I have COVID? Can't go anywhere. I'm quarantined. Yeah, that's fine. But anyway, I try to bounce back as quick as possible. I literally had it. I got it. I picked up that Honda for Thursday night, and I was feeling a little froggy, but not too bad. Went downhill pretty quick Thursday night. Friday morning, I woke up feeling not too good, so I kind of slept in, took it easy, and deteriorated rapidly. At that point, Saturday, I thought I was going to die. Yep. Yesterday, I was like, I'm going to die. Yep. So I just laid on the couch, couldn't hardly get up. I was just miserable. And then about halfway through the day, I took a nap. I probably slept most of the day anyway. I just woke up and I'm like, I feel a little better now. And I slowly got stronger and stronger and couldn't eat. My stomach was just like wrenched up, couldn't eat. But now here it is. Sunday morning. I didn't get to go to church because you can't go giving COVID to people. And I'm not feeling too bad. Too bad. A little froggy. Coughing a little bit. A little stuffy. But I'm also on a pretty good hit of Dayquil. But anyway, we can live through COVID, right? Heck with COVID. Let's get out in the shop. Tomorrow, which is Christmas, I'm hoping to be well enough to be back out here, and we're going to do that. So, anyway, got to get that truck back up and running because the wife wants to keep taking my big truck, and it's expensive to run that thing. This thing's cheap. Anyway, that's pretty much. I probably forgot some stuff. Oh yeah, if you want to take a quick look, it's not worth it because it's all covered up. But I've got you've probably seen it in other videos. I have the engines on stands, like the one for the Javelin right here. That's going to be the supercharged 400, and I've also got a 440 for the Barracuda. Again, both of those projects are so far away. I hope I live that long. Especially the way I felt yesterday, I wasn't sure I was going to live that long at all. But anyway, that's going to end this video. I hope it wasn't as boring as it probably is going to be. Hope it piques your interest on what's coming up. I'm not forgetting about the C3. I know a lot of y'all were looking at that, watching that video, and then when I switched off to other stuff that I had to do, my ratings fell right off. Yeah, crash and burn, right? Unfortunately, I'm just filming my life, folks, and I don't get to pick and choose that I get to video the Corvette, and if I waited till the next time, you wouldn't have a video come out for weeks. And I will eventually, I think, when I finally finish the C3 and get it running, I may do a conglomeration of all of it. I may consolidate it, make one like 4-hour video of start to finish on that car, but for right now, it's a series. And then we're going to get back on the Gremlin. A lot of you enjoy the Gremlin. A lot of my subscribers are because of the Gremlin, and a lot of you are because of the C4. And so I will be back on those projects coming up soon. So stay tuned, and if you're a Honda fan, I'm not sure when that's going to happen because it's going to involve my daughter, so we got a conflicting work schedule. She works nights, I work days. So that's going to be, we're going to have to try to get together on that, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully get to that project. We're going to start out by, in fact, I think right now, I'm going to go in the house, I'm going to get on the computer, and I'm going to try to find an ignition switch for that thing. Because we're going to have to bust that one out. Well, we'll probably take the column apart and get it out that way, but I'd like to get an ignition switch for that and go from there. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope this wasn't too horrible. I'm going to go back in the house and become vegetable matter again. But I wanted to put something out for this week. Thanks for watching.